Thank you, Madam Speaker. I thank my friend the Chairman for yielding. I rise in strong support of this legislation. I'd like to thank all of those involved in bringing us to this point, Ms. Slaughter, Ms. Biggert, and I especially want to mention Mark Zuckerman, Brian Kennedy, Michelle Varnhagen, Carlos Fenwick from our staff that worked so hard on making this a reality. Thank you very much for your good work. This is about as basic as it gets. It's a fundamental principle in this country that when you walk in and apply for a job, you shouldn't be judged on the color of your skin, your gender, your sexual orientation, your ethnicity, your age. And to that today we are or religion. To that today we are adding the notion of your genetic background. I think most Americans, Madam Speaker, would understand as a matter of simple common sense that if your grandmother had breast cancer, it should be irrelevant as to whether you get a job or not. If your grandfather was diabetic, it should be irrelevant as to whether you get health insurance or not and under what terms. And this simple, powerful, common sense idea that's embodied in this legislation will become embodied in the law very shortly because of the good work that is being done here. Beyond the basic fairness, the basic principle that we should be judged by our abilities and not by our characteristics, is the point that we discussed earlier during the rule debate. Many Americans justifiably fear that if they share their genetic information with researchers, that information may wind up hurting them. It may wind up depriving them of a job, depriving them of health insurance, or raising their health insurance premiums. The very significant protections that are in this bill, soon to become law, will provide a level of assurance for Americans that when we participate in genetic research, as I have, by donating my DNA sample to the Coriell Institute in Camden, New Jersey, that we will be protected against misuse of that information. This unlocks an exhilarating potential for finding the cure for all kinds of diseases and afflictions that have hurt so many people for so long. So I believe this is a singular achievement. It's an honor to be a part of it. And I know that generations of Americans will benefit not only from the simple fairness that this law will impose in the workplace, but for the great potential that this law will unlock for the investors and inventors and researchers of this country. No American should ever be denied a job or health insurance or a promotion because of their genetic characteristics. Because of our actions today, this will become the law. I thank the Chairman for his leadership. I thank Ms. Biggert for her leadership, Chairwoman Slaughter as well, and urge a yes vote in favor of this legislation. I yield back.